That's when everything was going crazy, right? They were doing all the little flares and shit for Pecco. So they love him like me.
Yeah, yeah, and Misano, the first few laps of the race were just fucking covered in smoke.
Yeah. It was beautiful, honestly, bro. Oh, he was rocking the white or the yellow bike.
Oh, that's right.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Man, we really got to start recording a little more soon than.
Okay, well, we've been doing things, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this weekend
Oh,
is
hello, I have a kitty.
Motegi. Ah, I saw Kitty.
Okay.
All right. Well, while you have Pushy in your face, welcome
Oh,
to the MotoGrandPodcast.
yeah.
I'm your host, Patrick Bailey. Joined with me, as always, is my boy.
Caleb, Caleb,
And
it's Caleb.
we are talking about Misano, which, um,
Happened like 3 weeks ago.
we don't talk about it. It's not like India's happened and we're sitting here recording and Motegi's
Isn't
about
there
to.
another one? Yeah.
Motegi starts. Hang on, let me look at the app. I think Motegi starts because they're in Japan in like an hour and a half.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Cool.
So
That's why we're busting out too today.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you'll get to see this nice setup of Caleb's head and nothing else. And you can notice that Caleb is not at home because his internet went
I'm in a
out.
room. I'm in a room with nothing in it.
Well,
I was lucky there was a chair at the table here. Okay.
that's fair. Um,
Yeah.
the
No
life of
Wi-Fi.
the life of a struggling podcast, you know. um, you see,
Yeah. No, it was rough. I got back to my apartment and my roommate's chilling and he's like, "Man, Wi-Fi's been down for like 3 hours." And I was like, "You shit me." I was like, "I'm supposed to record
dude,
my
how
podcast
how are
right
you
now."
gonna watch practice one at Motegi? Tokyo, baby, it's Tokyo this weekend. I mean,
Tokyo.
this coming up weekend is India because this is Misano we're talking about.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, yeah,
We
India hasn't happened yet.
no. We have no idea what happens.
Definitely not.
Definitely not super sad about what happened at all. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Yeah, no, no idea what happened. But what we do know is that Misano was, I don't know, it was pretty boring to me. The sprint and the MotoGP races, it was just Martin, Bez, and Pecco, kind of
Yeah,
just
the three boys, three lads,
yeah.
just doing their lad things.
They just kind of took off. It wasn't really much of a battle. I mean, the sprint race definitely not. Danny Pedrosa though was the big story of it all. I mean, as the wild card guy, he's an old dude. We talked about him. I think was he in Catalonia? No,
Was
no,
he?
I don't think so. No, he came back for Jerez. He came back for Jerez. Uh,
Okay.
and after at the Catalonia episode, we were talking about him because I think I had heard he was gonna ride in Misano, the little samurai. But the little fucker, dude, got fourth in both the sprint and the race. Uh,
Bro,
he
dying.
was he was testing out KTM's new carbon fiber chassis, which I believe the KTM's are bringing to Japan. Um, so they didn't. I don't think they used them in India, but they're going to use them in Japan, where Jack Miller and Brad Binder are good riders. So be on the lookout for them um,
Chamberlain.
in Japan. But Danny showed in Misano that, you know, 10, 15 years ago that the competition in the class was a lot stiffer, you know?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah,
mean,
you look at the records now, you look at the lap times. Yes, everyone is going faster than they were, but the bikes are better. The bikes are a lot better. These bikes are more like F1 cars, as you know, as the riders like to many riders like Jack Miller has gone on podcasts to say like, yeah, dude, it's like driving an F1 car. It's not really a
Or
bike anymore.
imagine Rossi on one of these bikes.
Rossi in his prime on this bike, dude
God.
would be, oh my god.
God.
Dude would win 20 championships in a row, undefeated. Like he wouldn't. I don't think he'd lose a race. Just
He'd just be
pole
beating everybody by
positions,
like fucking
first place. It,
15 seconds.
we would have nothing to talk. We wouldn't have a podcast if Rossi was in his prime during this era because we'd get on and go, well, the championship's over. Rossi won.
All right, let's talk about second place.
I guess we could talk about Moto 2, maybe who might be coming up to stop him. Oh, wait, no one's going to be good enough.
Jesus.
Because
But
Danny Pedrosa in his era was that guy. Like, who. I explained. I think I talked about this. He's like the Kirk Cousins of MotoGP. Like, he's no Dan Marino. I said Dan Marino. Yeah,
Okay,
saying it again, because he's that guy. Danny Pedrosa is good. He still is good. Awesome to see him getting fourth, and Pedrosa never won a championship. I think his best was like third. Mm-mm.
well, you think Danny Pedrosa is the story. I still think Pecco's the story.
Third?
My man almost got killed
That's true. He did almost die. Like
weeks before this, bro. He got ran over by a bike going like 100. He came back a week later.
and still got third. Still,
Yeah, insane.
he still minimized the damage of that championship in Misano. Vinales had a nice fifth. Kind of nowhere, but I mean, it was kind of in no man's land. 10
Bro,
seconds.
this cat keeps talking with my boat bag. I'm about to kill it. Yeah. Sorry. I just keep hearing scratching noises right next to me.
You should have closed the door.
Should have.
Oh,
They
well.
don't hear scratching noises at the door. So,
That's
yeah.
that's which evil do you want? But
Exactly.
Oliveira, nice sixth. Marquez is finally doing what we've been saying all season for him to do.
Yeah.
This is back-to-back
seventh.
weeks where he's finished. He's not at the top, but he's finishing. And
I mean, seventh is good for him.
seventh is good. If he can keep up these good, just staying on the bike, not running into people, I will start to be more of a fan of him again. I
wonder if he can stay on the bike in India.
I wonder. With the streak
I have high hopes for him staying on the bike.
with the streak he's on, I think he can keep it up. Honestly, if I hadn't seen India, that's probably exactly what I would have said. I would have said he's showing a lot of improvement, a lot of progress, and that Honda is getting better, I guess. Which we'll talk about in the next episode because we have seen India, and there's some things I want to talk about from qualifying and practices and things.
And the sprint.
And the sprint.
Definitely want to talk about the sprint.
But I mean, Johan Mir still having his woes. But I mean, the only other riders on that, it's hard to judge the Hondas because Marquez sits there and complains about it, and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, look at Mir, Taka, Stefan Bradl, who are on the bikes, and Iker Lecuona." It's like Bradl hasn't been a top 10 rider since 2014. Iker Lecuona hasn't been in MotoGP. When he was in MotoGP, he had a 3-year stint, and his best finish was, I think, 14th. And Taka Nakagami hasn't had a top 10 finish in 3 years. And
Yeah, man.
Joan Mir, I don't know. The bike is built for Marquez. I mean, last few seasons when Paul Espargaro was on it, Paul Espargaro couldn't stay on the bike, and everyone was blaming Honda for that. But Paul Espargaro crashed out of Misano, and he still can't stay on the bike. Paul Espargaro's never been able to stay on the bike, so it doesn't.
Well,
Honda hasn't had any good research. They haven't had anyone be able to stay on the bike, bring it home, and learn so that they can better the bike because they're too busy fixing the damn thing.
Yeah. Oh,
So it just wants attention, bro. It
yeah,
just wants attention.
it does. But
But let's just go on to Moto 2 because I mean that's about all I got from MotoGP unless you got some other.
Moto 2 was cool, right?
It was boring. Moto 2 and
Yeah,
Misano
I don't
was
even remember. I don't even remember watching these that much.
Acosta won by 6 seconds.
Oh, one of those again. Okay.
Yeah, over Vietti. So that was actually a
Yeah,
cool story. So
okay, cool.
Vietti beat Acosta in Red Bull's backyard, right? At Spielberg, that was crushing for Acosta because Acosta wanted to win that so bad. But he got his revenge in Misano because Misano is where Vietti trains. That's where the VR46 boys train a lot.
Mhm.
And Vietti got second. So it's a little matter of revenge, and it's a lot of mind games. You know, Acosta's sitting there going, "Okay, you beat me in my backyard. I'm gonna beat you in yours. I don't care. I'm gonna embarrass you in yours. Beat him by 6 seconds."
Pedro's a menace, bro. I swear to God.
But he still doesn't have his contract. He still doesn't have that GP contract.
Honestly, insane. Like, out of everybody, you think he would be on like the
The
top of the
the
list?
first signing. I mean, Gas hasn't signed their second rider. So I'm assuming that's his slot is Gas. But like Red Bull KTM and Moto 2, KTM Aho team that Acosta's on now signed Vietti and Dennis Anjou onto that Moto 2 team. So Acosta's off that bike. Acosta's not in Moto 2 next season. He has to go up. There's no way he joins a different Moto 2 team. Red Bull KTM wouldn't do that. They're not going to throw away their best talent to go to some other team to beat them, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, why hasn't he signed a GP contract? And that's something that's confusing me and baffles me. But I don't know if this
I feel like
was.
he's gonna get signed at some point.
He's got to. He's got to.
Like, especially if he keeps doing what he's doing. I mean, he's crushing Arbolino still.
Ever.
He's about to just take off on this
Yeah.
championship. He's about to win by like 200 points. It's gonna be
There's
dumb.
not enough races for that, but
You go to admit, okay,
Yeah.
it was an over exaggeration. Now, alright, I don't need this fucking hey, technically, fuck you. Alright, I don't need to hear this shit.
I sorry. No, I get what you're
Yeah.
saying though. Like
It's over, bro.
Arbolino,
Unless if he just
Arbolino
starts,
did have a nice. Arbolino did have a nice fourth in Misano to get some confidence back, but
a nice fourth. Fuck off.
he's an
Okay, doesn't matter.
yeah. That's
He's done so bad.
still a 5-9. That was a 12-point loss for Arbolino. I mean, it could have been worse. Arbolino was having a bad weekend, and it was a salvage job. But the problem is, it always seems like Arbolino is having a.
I wish you could have just seen what just happened.
What happened?
Okay, so the cat is fucking with these blinds back here. I keep just looking. I'm like, whatever. And then Dylan just peeks around the corner at the door and just says, she's just like, oh. She's like, she sees the cats in here fucking with all the blinds. And she's like, and the cat gets closer to her, and then she tries to pick her up, and the bitch runs. Keelan's like on the ground, like trying to drag her away, get her out the door. I'm just sitting here, just
Well, the good thing is you don't have your nice mic right now, so it didn't pick up any of that.
yeah. I got this little shitter mic. This is what I used to game with on the PS4.
I got that PS5 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing Elden Ring. But
You got a PC, you can't touch me. Whatever. Okay,
that's
yeah.
fair. Whatever. Who do we think would be the best at video games in MotoGP? Who looks like they game? Who looks like a gamer?
It's gotta be the younger guys.
Raul Fernandez.
Honestly, I could see. I feel like if Pedro took a different route, he'd be good again. Or Joe Roberts, the only American on here.
Well,
You know that man grew up playing against a couple
after
years.
Misano, in preparation for India, because they had never been to India before, they actually played the MotoGP video game to learn the track.
No shit.
Yeah,
I bet there's someone filthy at that. I bet it's someone that was filthy.
I think Bez was doing it. I think Bez was pretty filthy actually,
I could see Bez being filthy.
because Bez was kind of filthy.
I could see Bez being good at video games. He seems like a moto video gamer.
The only question is, when are we going to get a MotoGP Twitch streamer like the Tyreek Hill in the NFL?
Bro, there's a couple like NBA players that stream and shit too, like
Do-
Terrence Ross.
Doesn't oh no, Damian Lillard's a rapper.
Yeah,
There's a few rappers.
me and Damian Lillard, he just got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks,
I,
which is insane.
I saw that.
That's insane.
That is
My
something
favorite
I
now.
wish. That's something I wish MotoGP did, was trades.
That would be really cool.
That would be kind of cool. Like
But it's kind of hard because it's like it's literally just like a person for a person.
yeah.
Because like with like other bigger organizations and stuff, they could trade like multiple players for one, or like
Well, no,
picks and stuff. It
I'm
would be, like,
thinking
picks.
more so it would be like the smaller team would maybe like in Moto 2, the like Manny Gonzalez, racing for the VR46 Yamaha team, or I guess you can't call it Yamaha, but in Moto 2, um, they're a smaller company. They're kind of up and building, and Manny Gonzalez is doing really well. They could trade him to like Red Bull KTM or something like that, or like Markel
Like
VDS mid-season for like money and research.
okay, like they could trade for like a player and money, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, like get some extra funds and things like that. Because
Yeah,
there are a lot
that
like satellite teams who are like struggling with money. If they have a good rider, they can trade them to a better team and get some more money to better the team, and then
yeah.
that's a win-win for
And it kind
everyone.
of helps out the rider too, because like
Yeah,
you get to go to a better
the
team.
rider would get to go to a better team. The better team with more money, if they have a struggling rider, they can send them down so they don't have to stick with them for a whole year. Dude,
Yeah.
I think we're inventing something here.
I think we're on something. I'm about to make a phone call to Pecco. So yo, get me in touch with the boys. He's
trade
gonna hook me up with the Toddy boys. We'll
trade
start talking.
trade a Neo away to Yamaha for some money.
Bro,
Just
Jesus.
trade a Nea and Fabio. I want to see Fabio on a Ducati.
Fabio?
Fabio
I
on a
don't want
Ducati.
Fabio on a Ducati. I don't.
You-
I don't. That man would win. I don't want that.
so you admit it. He's better.
I
No,
bet he's competition.
I fa- I feel bad though for the state Yamaha's in, and I think they just need
Hey,
that
we can
satellite
talk
team.
about Yamaha in India though.
That's true.
Yamaha did decent in India. I mean, maybe.
But
I
maybe
have a feeling.
I have a feeling. I have a slight inkling that Yamaha, uh,
They're
by
gonna
Ya-
come like,
and by
they're gonna
Yamaha I mean Fabio Quartararo,
yeah, I
um,
mean, obviously, if you're saying Yamaha, that's all you're talking about.
but in Misano, Joe Roberts I think got his best finish of the season in eighth. So our American boy,
Yeah, yeah, of the season.
I don't know, he's kind of nowhere, and he'll just appear sometimes.
Don't worry, we'll talk about him in India too.
um,
God damn it.
I know you're happy about
Should've
this. Jake Dixon got 12th, kind of swallowed up, went nowhere in Misano,
Yeah,
and
he
then
also did great in India. I
Misano.
gotta stop talking about India, bro. I gotta stop talking about India.
We'll get there soon. We'll get there soon.
We will.
Um,
Like an hour.
Misano had a lot of crashes. Misano was a lot of wrecks.
Especially for Moto 2.
Yeah, going down the list, it's Ivan Guevara, Lucas Tulovic, Sam Lowe's, Fermin Audegay, Rory Skinner, Aaron Canet, Zonta van de Gorberg, Dennis Foggia, and Sapphire Aegis. What's his first name?
Or 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 Aaron, bro. That man,
So
I don't
is
want to compete, bro.
Aaron has the most crashes out of anyone out of all three classes.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's crazy that he has more than Mark Marquez. What the fuck?
Well,
Are you sure that's a correct stat?
yeah. Well, it's because Mark Marquez sat out for like 5 races.
I mean, okay, that's fair. I forgot he is a little bitch. Um, but
What's crazy? What's crazy is I think after Misano, Aaron Canet has 18 crashes. I want to say, and Mark Marquez has 15 or 16,
since when?
and crashes just throughout the season.
Oh, like
After
from
Misano,
out like
after Misano,
falls or anything, dude.
yeah, after Misano, and Marquez has sat out of like 3 races, 4 races. So per race, Marquez has more, like per weekend, but
I mean, yeah,
like
but
riding.
still, like for Canet to even be up there is really sad because I love that man, and I don't know what is up with him and that bike and him and hitting other people or getting hit by other people.
I
It's not. I
I
feel like most of the time he's
a,
getting hit.
a lot of the time he's just very unlucky.
That's what
Same
I'm
with
saying. I feel like he's getting hit a lot.
Rory Skinner. Rory Skinner's probably not a name you know, but he's one of the guys in the back of Moto 2 a lot. But Mugello, he got crashed out and was hurt for a few weeks, and then came back and got crashed. I think at Misano is when he crashed. He got crashed and got hurt again. Like, bro gets up, he's like, "Yes, I'm racing again," and then gets taken out and hurt.
I was like fucking Anea, dude.
Yeah,
God, I don't even want to talk about Anea, bro. I had such high hopes for that man at the end of
Anea,
last year.
Anea's. I did too. I really thought
So
this
even the
year.
beginning
Uh,
of this year, like when it was like about to start, I was like, oh, dude, Anea's gonna kill it. He's gonna do great.
first episode we were given our predictions on what we thought the season was going to be. I definitely thought it was going to be a Pecco and Anea show, and that's it.
We both
Like,
did. We
and
both
like
did. We were like, what?
Martin and Bez were going to be like spoilers here and there, and like a Zarco spoiler every once in a while in the
Yeah,
first half of the
yeah.
season to like switch it up. But
But
like
we really thought that them two boys were just
it
gonna.
was just going to be them. But how it's turned out, I mean, Anea getting hurt in Portimao right off the gate.
It's really unfortunate because I mean he really hasn't been able to bounce back either, like at all.
No, he's had plenty
Like
of time to like show that
even when
he's
he
back, but
does race and like and stay on the bike and do decent, he doesn't place that high. He's in like 10th.
yeah.
Like,
I don't,
he's
like
not really
he's had.
bouncing back. I don't know if he's still hurt or if he's
I
still
mean,
like
he's had
shaking up
plenty
from
of
wrecking
time to
so much.
recover. He's had plenty of time to recover, so I don't think that's it. I think it's more
But
so
I feel like
just
it's mental.
it. Yeah, it's definitely a confidence thing at this point, just because
Like, this man's just so down, bro.
he needs one race he needs one podium, and then he'll be back. But until he gets that podium, I don't think he's going anywhere. And also,
What was he? What was he riding on last year? Was
the
it KTM?
Grassini Ducati, Grassini, where Alex Marquez and Digi are
Okay.
riding. I think. I don't
I think
think.
it's the bike. I don't know.
I don't think. I think Anea strived better in Grassini because it's more. It was a more family run business, and it was a tighter knit kind of paddock. And I think Ducati's more business. Ducati's, the factory team. They are
Yeah.
Ducati. It's them. Grassini's more
More
of like an
serious.
offshoot. Yeah. So maybe it's the whole pressure from that. He just it's different.
They're keeping him for next year though, right? Like he's
Yeah,
still
they're gonna give him one more chance. But if next season, if Anea doesn't prove it, Martin's getting that ride.
gone, bro.
It's
Oh,
it,
for sure.
it's Martin's ride, and then Anea will probably drop
I
down.
mean, honestly, Martin deserves it now,
At
but
this point, yeah. I mean,
it's because of still.
hindsight's 2020. If Ducati Ducati probably kicking the dirt, thinking, "Damn, we should have gone with Martin the way this season's turned out." But they're
Yeah.
they're not gonna just bail on Anea like that because he's at an injury riddled season.
Which
Much
thank God, because
yeah,
I love Anea, bro. He's such a good guy.
the beast. So
Yeast.
they'll give him one more shot, but best believe next season Martin is going to be on one though, because Martin's going to know that that ride is up for grabs.
Oh yeah, he wants that shit, bro.
There's a video of Pecco and Martin talking, and someone was like, "When are you guys going to be teammates?" And Martin was like, "2024."
Soon, my boy, soon.
And Pecco was like, "Ah, ah, 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 ah,
Shut up, shut
funny,
up.
funny." But that was
What
after.
about Bez? You think Bez is gonna stay on the same Ducati team that he's on?
Yeah, Bez is
Maybe not
staying
much.
with Mooney for
Mooney.
next season. Um, Bez is good on that bike, and he's under his mentor Rossi. I mean, that's Rossi's team, so he's trained under Rossi. Rossi's giving him that one-on-one advice more. I think Mooney is going to become the next Pramac. So Pramac right now is Ducati's like first satellite, and they still have like the factory bikes. I think next season it might switch, which might affect Martin more, or Mooney will just get newer bikes as well. Just
Yeah, I feel
because,
like they're just gonna get newer bikes as well. I feel like they're gonna put them kind of like the same level.
yeah.
Not really like switch them, like not really replace
Mm,
Primac with Mooney. But I feel like they're probably gonna definitely have more. I mean, because who's Mooney? It's Bez and Luca, right?
yeah.
Fucking, they're both great, both
Hmm.
good riders.
I
They're both
mean,
doing pretty decent. I mean, Bez is doing awesome.
Bez is doing awesome. Luca's
He's had some.
a seasonal guy. I guess
He's had some moments.
I'm gonna start calling people like that seasonal guys, like the Miguel Oliveras, the Zarcos, the Luca
Yeah,
Marinis.
they only
Like
get a
they
little
can win
span.
races, and they will be on the podium for like a good stretch of time, but they can't stretch it out the whole season.
Yeah,
There's a lot of those seasonal guys.
and it sucks because like those guys have such good potential, but like
Hmm.
something just happens to them and
They
they just can't
they
stay.
prove that they can win races. They might not like have won, but they prove that they can be up there and do it. But they need to work on that consistency, and it's so hard to
Did
do.
Luca win one this year? I'm not
Mm-mm.
tripping.
No. I don't.
Tripping.
Yeah, I think.
I think he had a couple podiums.
Yeah, he's had a lot of podiums. I think he's had like 4 or 5 podiums, including sprints. And it was like early on in the season.
Uh,
It was like a big surprise. We were like, oh shit. Um, but I mean, with Rossi being, you know, in that paddock with them, they're getting a lot more knowledge. I mean, Rossi is MotoGP. That he's
I feel like that is like the team people would want to be on if they're not like super good, but
if
like
they're up and coming. Like that's
yeah,
why I'm saying like Mooney's gonna move up, because it's like a breeding ground for Ducati at this point.
yeah, it's like a
Because
team that people want to be on before they move up to
you
like
go from Moto two
Primac
to
or
yeah, you go from Moto two to
actually or
Mooney,
shit.
and then you go to Mooney and you learn everything you need to do to get good, like Bez
Yeah,
is doing right now under Rossi. So you're learning how to thrive in GP, and then you get that better ride to factory or Premac or you know
yeah.
things like that.
No, I mean I think it's great. I love that
Hmm.
Rossi has a team.
I do too.
I think it's really nice that like he's really sticking it out with MotoGP and like trying to like train
Hmm.
these new guys, like help people out.
Rossi's always been
It's like,
bigger than
oh,
MotoGP, though. I mean, there's always people who know the name Valentino Rossi but have never heard of MotoGP a day in their life, which is crazy to me.
yeah,
Like, I mean, it's not often you'll find someone be like, "Hey, do you know about Valentino Rossi?" They'll be like, "Who the fuck is that?" But like every once in a while, someone will be like, "I've heard that name." Then you'd be like, "You
yeah.
know MotoGP?" They're like,
Like
"Huh?"
I was watching racing at work one day, like a month or so ago, and one of the cooks saw me because I was down in like the cafeteria eating,
Hmm.
and he saw me. He's like, "Ah, MotoGP." He's like, "Valentino Rossi, huh?" I was just like, "Ah,
Ha
bet."
ha ha.
Or he
That's
was like, "Is he still racing?" I was like, "Nope."
See, yeah. So yeah, he knows about Valentino Rossi, but he doesn't watch the GP.
Exactly. Like, he just knows. He just knew the name. He's like,
Hmm.
"Ah, I remember that guy."
That's that's the thing about like the American like fan base is the highest class in America is Moto America, and the best product they've had from that has been Cameron Bobier, and you saw what happened last year with Cameron Bobier in Moto 2. He was
I don't remember.
he was top 15 at best. And then he went back to Moto America and is shit in the bed because
Did
there's a guy named Jake
did
Gagne who's taken over.
Roberts come from Moto America, or did he just
I
go straight to?
think so. He was definitely in like the American scene growing up, and I think he switched over before he got like too into Moto America, so he didn't get stuck.
Like he definitely started in Moto 3, right? Like he didn't just go from.
No, he started in Moto 2.
He did, okay.
Yeah, so I think I'd have to look up like his career path, but I would assume he went to World Superbike and then got a ride to Moto 2, like Super Sport and World Superbike or something like that to get his name out there.
Okay.
Because that seems that's like for non like European riders who need to make a name for themselves to get into like the Moto GP world. You do the cups in your local region as a kid until like 12 or 13, and then once you hit 13, 14, you go up to like, or no, once you turn 16, you either go to Moto 3, but if you don't get noticed, then you go to World Superbike, and then from Superbike, you go to Moto 2. So it's either Moto 3 or World Superbike, and then to Moto 2.
Okay. But to go to Moto 3, you'd have to get recognized earlier on.
Yeah, yeah,
Pretty much, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Which there's like
Okay,
the Red Bull
that's
Rookie
pretty
Cup,
random.
or like Sumket Chentra and Ayagura, they did like the Asia Cups, like the Asia Cup
Yeah.
for like 125s and things like that. Yeah. There's a lot of ways to get recognized early, but it is hard because it's a lot of people.
I mean, I feel like that's with like most sports.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like really shine,
Hmm.
to
And
even be like,
it's
this guy could do something.
crazy because if you think about it, every person in Moto 2 right now at some point in their life was the greatest thing on earth around in their like in their
Yeah, like where
area.
they were, like they're like a little legend at
Yeah.
what they did.
Yeah, they're like remembered like, yeah, that guy was him. And
Yeah.
like last place in Moto 2, who's last place? Fucking like
So you
Sean,
scroll down.
like mm,
I don't know.
like Sean Dillon Kelly, the American guy.
Cool.
In America, Sean Dillon Kelly was him. Everyone's like, yeah, this kid's gonna go far. He's dominating, and then he goes to Moto
You
2 and
people.
he's nowhere. And it's like, damn. It's but like that's because there's people like Acosta who are him in it's sports.
Yeah, man, it's just sports. It's
That's
not
just
like
sports.
like you could be filthy as hell from where you're from, but then you get to the big leagues where everybody's filthy, and it's like, oh,
Everyone
shit.
was filthy from where they're from. It's just some people have that little extra bit that others don't. But all right, let's move to Moto 3 real quick. I'll make this quick because I don't really remember what happened either. Um,
Yeah, I don't care.
David Alonso got another win under his belt. He's a rookie, actually making a name for himself in the championship contention. Um, I think he's third or fourth in the championship now. I want to say after Misano. Um, got another win, proving that he belongs there. He's learning. Cullen Vire, another good top five finish. They're in fifth. Anju again, top three. Anju's a great rider. He got that Moto 2 ride, well deserved. He is too big for that Moto 3 bike, so that's a big reason why he's not doing better. Masia, I think, got a Moto 2 ride as well. Well deserved. Honestly, Masia should have gotten a Moto 2 ride like 2 years ago. Um, like he was like on his way and he was like the favorite to win the championship, and then Acosta won it, and everyone's like,
Uh,
maybe Masia is not ready. And then Masia had one more season, and then Ivan Guevara and Sergio Garcia, who are in Moto 2. Sergio Garcia is the top rookie in Moto 2 right now. they got those rides, and Masia got dropped back again. And Masia is still, being that top guy. They're like, okay, yeah, he needs to move up. So
My two guys got 11th and 21st.
Tayo Furusato, oh yeah, 11th. That's not bad.
Well, did yeah, and
Filippo,
down to
a
20th.
lonely 21st. There was no one in front of
Very
him or
lonely.
behind.
Oh my god.
No one in front of him, no one behind him.
3 seconds behind 20th, 5 seconds in front of 22nd. Bro's just back there just joyriding, bro.
And man was just. Do you think they sing in their helmets? You think they're sitting there like?
Bro, I was just about to say, I was like, this man's singing some Taylor Swift, just like cruising back there, just.
I don't know about
Hey,
you, but this fucking
I'm
sucks.
Yeah, that's Filippo. That's what he's doing. Every race, it seems like.
Yeah. All right.
It's really good at getting 21st.
I hope he can improve next season and like
I do too.
show that he belongs, or else he'll get phased out of Moto 3 pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so far down. Like he's got to start competing for something at some point.
I mean, in his defense,
Even if he's
though,
competing like fucking 15th, though, like I want him to.
in his defense, though, Anna Carrasco has been dead last every single race for like 5 years, and she's still in. So,
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen to Filippo.
no, as long as Anna Carrasco's there, last place is filled, except for people who crash.
Jesus.
She was good though. She did have like
Bro, why
early
did I just
on.
not realize there's a woman.
You had this realization before, by the way.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm just sexist. Who knows? But
The first step is noticing there's a problem.
I never make it to step 2.
No,
I know there's a problem. I don't fix it.
Anna Carrasco definitely had like good potential early on in her career, but she had like a really nasty crash and had to get like spinal surgery or something, some
Oh my
crazy
God.
shit like that, and she's never been the same since. So like in her defense,
Honestly, though, I would love to see a woman in MotoGP though. That'd be fucking.
that would be crazy. That would be dope.
That'd be insane. That'd be insane.
Seeing a chick just rise up the ranks, and if you think about it, women should be like really dominant in the sport of racing because they're a lot lighter
They're
weight.
like,
They're very light, yeah. It
I
just
feel like a lot of women don't really try to like get into sports like
yeah.
this though.
There's not many. That's why it's so hard. That's why you only see Anna Carrasco. If a large generation of them do come in though, there's going to be one that has that screw loose that all these champions have. Like there's not a single person in MotoGP right now who's a normal person. Like
Oh yeah, Echo's pretty cool.
like yeah, no, they're cool people, but there's got to be some little screw loose because you think about it, you're going 215 miles per hour,
I think they're all just sociopaths.
and then slamming on the brakes to drop down to 60 miles an hour to turn the thing 90 degrees and then get back up to 150, then do it again, and then you're doing that for 45 minutes straight. Like
You gotta think. I feel like honestly, none of these people are normal because this is all they know.
right,
When people grow up doing something like this is all they know. They don't really do anything else.
that's
Like
fair.
yeah, they go out and have fun every once in a while, but like this is what they fucking breathe.
Yeah, no,
Right here. Like, they're not normal people.
that's why
They're bred.
That's why
for
I'm.
this.
That's why I'm saying there's got to be some kind of screw loose in every single one of them.
I don't think they have any screws. Man. That's the problem. I think they've just been wired to do this, man. they're just like little fucking robots.
Where wires should be, they're not there.
Like what do these people do when they retire?
Well, you could be like Rossi, and he's racing cars now.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what else to do. All he knows how to do is go fast.
I want to go fast. Mama, I'm going fast. on their
Like
on their
really,
Ricky Bobby shit.
it's all they do, man.
Yeah.
Because I've heard like athletes talk about like after their careers like are like over, they just don't know what to do. It's like,
It's like I don't
well, I don't have to go to practice for fucking 10 hours today.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Why are they up? Why? I don't know. I don't know. What do you want me to do with them?
Uh, all right, this bit's going on too long.
God
All
damn
right, let's go. Let's go into our predictions for India like we don't know it.
it.
Um, I
I'm
I
gonna do
was
my predictions like I don't know what happened. Pecco's winning. Um,
ah no okay. I had like the forethought to like write it down because I knew we like weren't gonna record in time for India, and then I never did. But starting in
I mean, I feel like
GP,
our predictions aren't gonna be that far off because I mean,
I'm trying to
one,
remember.
2, and 3 aren't that crazy. Well, three's crazy. One and two, first and second on most of these aren't crazy.
But three for sure was. But
Yeah, three and like all
I
was kind of crazy.
I think I was gonna go with Martin, Bez, and Pecco top three. I can't remember what order. I probably had Pecco first, and then Bez, and then
Yeah,
Martin, just because Bez is I was my logic was Bez was probably the best at learning the quickest because his rookie season he was up there, learning the bike on that track and then learning the track in its own right. It's it's really who's the best at learning. And then for Moto 2, I was going to say Acosta because Acosta has proven this season at tracks he's never ridden on a Moto 2 bike before that he can do it. And like Silverstone, he won in Silverstone. The Dutch TT, he didn't race there last season, and he was I think he got third. So I was going to put Acosta as one of those guys who can learn quick, learn that bike quick on the track, learn the track quick, and dominate. So that's why I had Acosta
I,
first.
I think it's just pretty smart to always put Acosta first at this
That's
point,
fair. Yeah. Which
no
is,
matter what the track is. Like he might get beat one time,
but he'll be
but
on the podium.
yeah, this man don't like to not be on podium.
Bro, he don't like second.
He hates second, bro.
He hates
This man
second.
will damn near wreck trying to get first. And it's like, bro,
It's like, bro,
the guy you're competing with in 12th. Brother,
like,
calm down.
brother, it's okay. I think he's still pissed off about Spielberg too.
Oh, for sure.
He's like, I fucking.
That man holds a grudge.
And then he plays the. He's good at mind games though. He's very calm and collected. Like when you think he's rattled and you have him against the ropes, he's not. He's not.
No, bro, he's rattled against himself, bro. He's pissed off. He's like, this motherfucker passing me.
Who was I gonna say
Like,
second for
gas.
Moto 2?
Honestly, if I went to this blind, I probably would have put Jake Dixon up there, and
I think I was.
I would like to put Aaron Canet up there.
I
But
think I was
just
gonna
know
put
he's not.
Somcat Chantra third, just because it's an Asian track. It's just an Asian
Okay,
track, so
not
like
bad.
a Somcat or an Ayagura top three, just because it is like these Asian, the Asia circuit, the next few races in Asia, are where Somcat and Ayagura thrive because it's closer to home for them. So
Oh, just to let you know, you're gonna be a little sad.
that's what you think. Who did I have second? I think I was gonna.
Yeah, I think Jake Dixon would have got second. I feel like he's
He
been on one recently.
he didn't. No, he got 12th in Misano. I
Okay,
saw.
besides Misano.
I saw him kind of as like reclining, but yeah, I guess I could see him second.
He's kind of been on one besides Misano. Like
Yeah,
everything but that. Like the past like 5 races or 6 races before that, he was doing pretty well.
yeah.
I mean, he even won one, and I think, and yeah, He's
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I think I might.
He's really,
I think I was gonna say like Alonso Lopez, just because he can be like secretly dominant sometimes. But
well, you can take a guess on Moto 3. Did you watch that one?
India, I did watch Moto three.
Well, let me take a guess. Did my boy? Actually, no, don't tell me. But my boy, my Asian boy, Tayo,
Tayo, okay.
he gotta be top three, top five, something. Gotta be. This man wrecked, bro. I'm pissed. Don't even tell me.
I'll tell you at the start of next episode,
All right.
or whenever the time comes. I think
So in
for
like 10 minutes.
India, yeah, I think for India, I was gonna say Masia, um, Alonso, David Alonso, and Ayumi Sasaki. What order? I don't know. I'm looking at the results, so
Wow,
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah,
wow,
but
wow. Bro just goes and looks at the results for India and just picks the top three guys. Yeah, probably those three, some order. I don't know.
no.
And bitch,
Well, how do you know that's what I did? Are you looking at him too?
you just said you're looking at this.
Shit.
So I'm sitting here looking at the results.
Uh,
That's so funny.
but
Okay, let's get out of this episode so we can actually talk about something that's fresh in our brains. So we've pretty much been talking about it the whole time.
yeah, all right. Well, we'll see you guys next time when we talk about India.